George Blaha ignored the signs that his heart was blocked. But thanks to a former Michigan coach and, as he puts it, the Lord above, he got the surgery he needed. Now he's ready to come off injured reserve and return to the booth.
Good evening, everybody.
Sports fans know his voice.
Cade to the basket for a thumper.
And they certainly know his signature calls.
Thank you very much.
George Blaha is a legend who's been broadcasting for nearly 6 decades.
It's scary sometimes when I think about it, because those numbers add up to you're not 45 years old anymore. The fans have been great to me. I mean, they could have thrown me out with the dishwater.
Blaha is talking about those early days. It was 1971 when Michigan State hired him to do play-by-play for football. And in 1976, after a tryout, the Pistons named him their play-by-play announcer. That first NBA game, still clear as day.
I'm thinking, this is awesome. I go to do my first game, and Bob Lanier, who unfortunately we just lost recently, and the late Wes Unseld, 2 Hall of Fame big men, and they were big men, came out for the opening tip. I said to myself, man, I better buckle up my seatbelts. This is a grown man's game.
260 playoff games, 3,200 regular season games.
Wow.
These numbers are crazy. 5 Eastern Conference championships, 5 NBA finals, 3 championships, and that's just the Pistons side of things. How do you come up with, a catchphrase?
Count that, baby, and a foul.
I don't know where that came from. But when I said, I don't think that's bad. Maybe I should try that again. But when I first started doing the games, the reason certain things happened were because the game was so fast. I thought calling a shot a Glasser when it was off the backboard was a lot quicker and better economy of words than saying it's a shot off the backboard and all that stuff.
So for speed.
Yeah.
But it was when Blaha recently slowed down that he should have taken notice and didn't.
I was walking up from our lake house last summer, and I had a problem catching my breath, but I'd had a knee replacement, so I thought, I'm just not in shape. That's my problem. I got to get in better shape, and this won't happen again.
But it did happen again, twice, when Blaha was walking to church while on the road with Coach John Beilein, now a senior advisor for player development with the Pistons. The second time, it was Beilein who took notice.
On our way on Ash Wednesday to get our ashes, and like a couple of old school Catholics, and it was about a mile walk to the church, and about 2/3 of the way to the church, I felt this tightness in my chest, and I was having a little bit of difficulty getting my breath. And I said, Coach, I don't know if I want to get there as quickly as you are. And he said, George, let me know how you're feeling, because I had open heart surgery, and you might need to go get yourself checked out.
Beilein had a double bypass surgery in 2018, so he knew the warning signs.
The cardiologists tell me that especially guys kind of gut it out. The stuff, it goes away, and you forget about it. But if you don't go get a stress test sooner or later, you might be one of the victims of a heart attack.
Blaha says he feels lucky. After that day at church, he sought medical advice. Soon after, doctors at the University of Michigan inserted a stent into his artery, but further surgery was needed. On March 15th, Blaha underwent successful triple bypass surgery. He had to miss the final 15 games of the Pistons season.
Oh my God, I got so many texts. And I'm still determined. I think I answered most of them at the time.
Did you get some players that we would all know contact you?
Sure. Rasheed Wallace, Rip Hamilton, and Ben Wallace.
Blaha says he's now back to 95% and almost fully back to the golf course. He thanks Coach Beilein for nudging him in the right direction.
I said, you might have saved my life. And he said, well, the Lord saved your life, plus you got out of bed and went to get your ashes. If you don't get out of bed, who knows what happens?
You had these Michigan people saving your life. Is there a conflict of interest now talking Michigan State?
Well, the football team didn't save my life.
Yeah. Okay.
But the basketball coach did. And
the lesson here, if something doesn't feel right, go get yourself checked out.
Dan Conroy with the biggest kick of his life. Oh, they'll fake it. Bates. Throws it.
He's got him!
And wide open. He's got Charlie Gant inside the 10. He can walk in.
Blaha is grateful to broadcast the two sports he loves most come this fall.
I don't see anything but good things happening for the Pistons in the future, and I love what Mel Tucker's doing at Michigan State football.
In Detroit, Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.